I do not appreciate being filmed for this.
Oh, he's not filmed. He identifies the camera. I'm glad it's funny to you.
It's just very confusing.
Gotcha.
Kind of ironic that a white man is wearing a woman for Trump and a feminist for Trump.
Did you just assume my gender? You said white man.
Okay, I see your point there.
How do you know I'm not a woman?
I see your point. I see your point.
You need to check your white privilege, your white female privilege.
What's going on, guys? My name is Albert. In today's video, guys, we have 3 clips. Our main clip is going to be from the channel Just Pearly Things, where she breaks down why men aren't getting married anymore. But before we get into that clip, we have 2 other clips that we're going to break down. Guys, don't forget to hit this video with a like. It really helps the channel grow. I appreciate all the support that you guys have been giving me on this channel. It means a lot to me. Without no further ado, guys, let's jump right into the clips.
A third date a couple weeks ago, and after the date I had told my sister, this guy is so sweet, but he's not the one for me, and I feel so bad. And I told her this story, how when he picked me up for the third date, he had this wrapped up bagel. I'm gonna put a picture right here. He had this wrapped up bagel because he had told me beforehand that he's from the East Coast and there's this amazing bagel shop and they have the best bagels in the world, and like on and on and on about it. And I was like, oh my God. His mom had sent him a dozen bagels and he froze one for me to save for our next date so I could try one. And just a couple days before that, I was in Vegas for New Year's Eve with my friend, and he asked for my Venmo so he could send me money for a drink. And he sent me this Venmo that said, "You're cute, can I buy you a drink?" Which is, oh my God, the sweetest thing ever. And then when we're out at this third date, we're sitting at the restaurant and he's sitting across from me. He's like, "Oh my God, you are so pretty. Like, you are just so beautiful." I'm like, "Thank you, he's so sweet." And so I'm telling my sister all of this and she's like, "Oh my God, that is so rare. Like, this guy is so great." And my response, I was not trying to be in any kind of way, but I'm like, no, it's not rare. Like, also I'm a dating coach, so I have a different mindset around it, but I'm like, this isn't rare. I'm like, honestly, this stuff happens for me a lot. Like, I only date guys who treat me this well. I only date guys who are that level of sweet or like complimentary towards me or thoughtful. Like, that is not rare for me. But when she said that, it hit me like, oh, this is one of the reasons why women stick with people who aren't the right fit, because they see these behaviors as rare. And maybe right now you're listening, you're like, it is rare. I've never had a guy do that. I've only had one guy do that. Guys aren't like that. Think about your standards. Think about what you allow and what you accept. Because I know when I had different standards is another word for expectations. When I had lower expectations, I got lower effort. Now my standards are up here.
This is how the toxic man gets born. You have guys out here just doing the most, and that's fine. But unfortunately, they're doing it for women that do not deserve it. Guys, when I tell you guys you have to keep your investments low, this is the reason. So you don't get taken advantage of. Now, the woman obviously didn't take advantage of the guy. You know, the guy was just overly simping for her. But here's the thing that happens when you are too giving to somebody that hasn't earned it. They don't appreciate it. Now, am I saying the woman is a bad person? No, I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying when you do too much for somebody, it doesn't matter who it is, guy or girl, and they haven't earned it, they don't appreciate what you are doing for them. Look at all the nice thing that guy is doing for her. And she didn't appreciate it. This will be the same woman down the road that would say, where did all the good men go? Where did all the good men go? Women go through guys like this, and then when they finally hit that bad boy that treats them wrong, they start to say, oh, all men are bad. No, the men that you're picking are bad. Look at the example in this clip. That guy was so sweet and nice to this woman. There was no reason. She said it herself. He was perfect. He was nice. He did all the right things. Yet, she tossed him to the side. This should be a lesson for you guys out there that just have to be white knights. For some reason, you're like, I have to be. Guys, being a nice guy does not make the woman attracted to you. If she hasn't earned it and you give it to her freely, she's not going to appreciate it, and she's just going to toss you to the side. That's just the sad reality of it.
Why don't you want to connect with the same age bracket. Like some women want
and
to.
so this is an interesting thing, right? So dating, one of the things that I've struggled with, because I would rather date someone over 30, right? I'm 39, rather than be over 30. Would rather a bit younger than me, but rather close, because I want to be same maturity level, same life experience. But I've had this experience of just coming across, the dynamic is often different. It's like you get these exceptions, right? But on the whole, it's a really different dynamic. Like when I talk to guys and they're like, oh, I don't want to date women in the 30s, I actually get it. It's not that there's anything wrong with all women in their 30s, but it's really, really common to have these really like baggage-based experiences that they bring to. I don't mean like I don't mean like physical baggage, right? I mean like emotional baggage that they bring to the table. And it's like, ooh, and then it's like I'm suffering as a result because I'm going on these dates and I'm like, they've got like a checklist of things they need to check off on their list. Has he got this? Has he got? Oh, you better not have this characteristic. But it's like it's really not fun. You know what I mean? Like it's supposed to be, and so I get it. Like I'd rather date someone close, but I'm not having fun on these dates.
Why I like the way he breaks it down was because, just like me, when I tell you guys things, I try not to be so. I try to say it in the most stoic way that I can, because I don't want any sort of like it's not, when I give you guys advice, it's not coming from a place of anger or dislike or hatred of any kind. I am just trying to state a fact and try to guide you guys to stay away from situations that are not to your advantage. It's like he's saying in the clip, look, the reason why a lot of guys don't like dating women that are over 30 is because they come with certain baggage. And here's the thing, like he said, are they those few and far between? Are they those unique ones that you come across that are over the age of 30s that are just sweet, nice, that have done the work on themselves and don't let baggage from past relationship affect their future relationship? Sure. But in general, women that are above the age of 30 and late 30s hitting that wall, women that have already hit the wall, guys, I'm telling you, a lot of them will bring emotional and just traumatic baggage into your life that you don't need. That is why a lot of men in today's society want to date younger women, because they want to get a younger woman before she has gotten emotionally damaged, before she gets jaded with dating. They want to get a woman that is young, still has that kind of like, she's still excited about the dating world. But once you date a woman that is over the age of 30, she's seen and done it all. Nothing excites her anymore. She's now jaded. She's now traumatized. And this is not what you want. You don't want to be dating women that have hit the wall or are in their late 30s, especially if you're a man looking to start a family. If you're a man looking to actually have less stress in your dating perspective. And here's the thing, I'm not saying that younger women are perfect and they're just angels. No. But what I'm saying is, if you want to deal with a woman that has less baggage in her life, you want to choose a woman that is younger. Again, I'm not saying that older women are bad. I'm just saying the best option tend to be younger, more feminine women.
Why I think women are worse nowadays is we're bailed out. We are paid to leave marriages and we're paid to be single mothers. If you pay someone to do something, they're going to do more of it.
I agree 100% with Pearl on this. The reason why most men are staying away from marriages in today's society, especially here in the Western world, is because of the systems that are in place that will literally reward a woman for destroying her marriage. Literally, in the state of California, where I live, if a woman were to be married to her husband, she goes out and she is unfaithful to him, the state will give that woman half of the net worth of her husband. Remember, she was the one that was unfaithful. She's destroying the marriage. She will get the kids, she will get alimony, and on top of that, she will get child support and keep the house and take half of his net worth. How is that fair? So we as men, we're problem solvers. And we're seeing this laid out before us and we're like, this is not a great deal. So why would I put myself in that situation? And that is what she's explaining in the clip. She's like, explaining, look, men in today's world are saying, you know what? If this is the deal, I don't want it. I'm out. That's why when I tell you guys, look, if you say that you are gonna get married in the West today, you have to sit down with a family. I believe they call it a family lawyer or a divorce court lawyer, a lawyer that deals with family law. You got to sit down with them and say, hey, this is what I want. I want to get married. What are my best options so I don't get the long end of the stick if that marriage comes to an end? And I'm telling you, those lawyers will advise you to get a prenup, and they will show you how to draw up a prenup that will actually save you and your asset if divorce happens in your marriage. Guys, that is the video for today. If you haven't already, guys, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of my future videos. Guys, don't forget to hit this video with a like. Guys, I am offering 15-minute free consultations, right? If you have any relationship questions, hit me up in my email. It's in the description box below. With that, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.